We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Powell. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Option left, Hal's going to run with it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Slot man moves right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. Ready.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
22 needle.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
10 cycles. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say In the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Okay, ready?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Pause red. Field flat.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Well, now heavy pressure by Washington, and they block it. And we can start to see that developing from up here. He came off the punter's right side. He got in there quickly.
He did, and so the question's going to be, did you hang in there long enough on the edge to block? In college, what you try and do is shove him out of his path, and then you take off running downfield because you're allowed to. In the pros, you can't release in the interior until the ball's punted, so there's no reason not to stay in there and make sure you get a good block on it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Throwing here, Howell. Pushes past him. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here is third and quite a ways.
Brings up third down.
Another throw for Howell. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
Third down and 6.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Let's go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Red. Yellow. Cut.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Come on, set.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready, ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now the ball comes loose. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
3rd and 12.
Striker, 3-3. Max, red.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Like to get
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. And Howe will throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 7.
Howe changing the play here. They'll run with Gibson.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Nico Collins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
In motion right, Debo.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
43 rail.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that's...
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Gibson again.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Mozzie Smith
in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
In motion right, that's Collins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield, and instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
Touchdown, Washington. Nico Collins
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, ready. Shot, 17. Set, go.
Right back to him on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go.
Washington on third down.
3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And shedding a man at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Down to about the 37.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Let's go now.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
6, mega. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready.
2nd and 10. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Okay, ready?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Yellow.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davidson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's it, 3rd and 4.
They'll go play action. Powell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Washington going to send out their punter.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now down to 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Howell's throw complete there to Johnson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And bulldozing his way through.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Okay, right.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Set.
Now back to throw.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go.
Here's 1st down.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On the double.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score. Commanders 27, Cowboys 21.
So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for the Commanders,
their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0.